thanks to those who gave the ultimate sacrifice so that we could have the freedom of doing what we choose on Memorial Day. Um, Susan Schmitz joins us on the line for Dumb Crook News. You know, it's going to be hard to beat a stolen truck being reported as stolen. But I'm going to try, Susan, because now it's time for the Florida version of.
For your hearing pleasure, Dumb Crook News.
That's right. It's the not to be outdone by anybody's dumb crooks. Florida steps in. And, you know, we really have some dummies in Florida. Is that safe to say?
That is very safe to say.
Okay. Well, let's start in Coral Springs, Florida. Over the weekend, police responded to a Texaco gas station into regards to what had been reported as a driver under the influence.
Okay.
Noah Washington was taken into custody and discharged for driving under the influence. What happened is he was running down the road at a high rate of speed. He went airborne in his parents' car after slamming into an embankment at the Texaco station. He flew some 30 feet in the air before crashing down in the parking lot, hitting the car wash area of the parking lot, and couldn't get out of the car. The car was totaled. He was trapped in the car. He had to be extricated from the car. His mom and dad showed up. By the way, he's 18 years old. Showed up. Mom and dad show up because they've gotten a call that their son has been in an accident. Somebody at the convenience store recognized who he was, called his parents. His parents got there about the same time the police arrived, and they were able to hear why their son had wrecked their car. He was arrested for driving under the influence because he was honest. He goes, "I've eaten a bunch of mushrooms and I'm tripping right now. I shouldn't be behind the wheel." That was his quote to the cops. When the cops asked what happened, he literally looked at the cops and goes, "I've eaten a lot of psychedelic mushrooms. I'm tripping right now. I shouldn't be behind the wheel."
Well, at least he was honest about it. He probably didn't understand what, I don't know, how is it when you're tripping? Like, maybe he needed really help, but he was like, "Hey, look, this is happening."
I could tell you stories, but they wouldn't be any good, so it's just not worth telling you. But his mother then, the cop wrote in the report, Mom responded, "You better hope you're tripping when you get back to the house." The cop put that in the report just to say that, in case, he said he had to list that, or would ask about it. He said, "I had to list that in case something had happened to the 18-year-old. His mother had made the open threats in front of an officer, so it had to be put in a report." You better hope you're tripping when you get back home.
You know what? I don't remember the officers doing any reports when my parents come and pick up my sister. I mean, my sister, not me. Whenever she was, breaking curfew or whatnot.
Well, his parents didn't get to take him home.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's 18, so
he was transported to the hospital and then to the county jail for driving under the influence of psychedelic drugs.
Well, I was just saying, when parents come get you,
Hey, we're going to let you out on your own recognizance. No, you're not. Set the bail at $100,000. No, your parents are out in the lobby waiting on you. $250,000, Your Honor, police.
Exactly.
His mom looked at him and goes, "You better hope you're tripping when you get home."
Tripping when you get home.
I bet he got tripped when he got home. My mom wouldn't have done. My mom would have been like, "Well, you don't have a place to live now." Because he totaled the family truckster. He totaled it.
Totaled it. Crazy.
Yeah. This story out of Haines City, Florida. A tractor-trailer delivery driver crashed into the back of a public shopping center in Haines City on Thursday afternoon. Michael Calvo of Cape Coral, he was making a delivery in the back of the shopping center when his truck tore an awning off the building and hit an unoccupied pickup truck, pushing it about 200 feet. Both vehicles ended up totaled. When officers approached Calvo after the crash, he stated he thought he was being pranked by a television show and didn't immediately come out of the 53-foot tractor. His erratic behavior caused a commotion in the shopping center with many employees and customers showing up to see what was happening. They were able to remove Calvo from the truck. They asked if he'd fallen asleep, been drinking, or experiencing a medical emergency. This according to the report at the Haines City Police. He said, no, was smoking my meth pipe. Can't lie to you, cops. I wasn't asleep. I didn't experience any problem. I was smoking my meth pipe and just lost control of the 53-foot 18-wheeler.
Well, there seems to be a lot of honesty when you get, especially if you're tripping on shrooms or something.
Well,
all of a sudden, or on some sort of mind-altering drug. Oh, got my crack pipe. Nope, I ate a bunch of shrooms. I'm tripping. I'm like, what?
Why'd you tear the awning off and hit this truck? Did you experience a medical emergency? Did you fall asleep? Are you drunk? Nope. Been smoking meth all day. Been smoking the meth, driving this missile. He no word yet on whether he retained his job with the delivery company. But Publix said that they filed trespassing charges against him, so that he's never allowed on that property or any Publix property with his meth pipe ever again. And then finally, Marion County, Florida.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's another instance where people are just so dumb. There are two guys, 41-year-old Robert Hobby and 23-year-old Marcus Reeves, who the deputy described as the dumbest criminals they've arrested in a while. They were arrested on 14 charges combined, all in relation to grand theft and burglary. They broke into numerous convenience stores. They went inside the stores. The deputy said the two were smoking cigarettes. They were inside trying to figure out how to change the cameras. They left behind a pair of shoes. One of them left behind his pair of shoes, tools. They took a bunch of little Debbie snacks, beer, cigarettes, and then they left. In all, they were charged with 14 combined burglary and grand thefts. But why are they dumb crooks? Not the shoes, not the tools, not the fingerprints. Again, one of them, because he was doing cocaine, he had taken out his wallet to use his credit card to use one of the surfaces to cut up a line. Then he set his wallet and driver's license down to do his cocaine. Finished robbing the store, left, and there's his wallet with his driver's license and everything right there on the counter. Marion County Sheriff's Office just went and knocked on his door, opened the door. He goes, "You hear about the convenience store robberies, aren't you?" He was arrested. He gave up his friend. He was arrested too. So again, a dumb moron that just leaves his wallet with his ID at the scene of the crime right here in Marion County. He is what the Marion County Sheriff's Office calls this week's dumbest criminal. Oh, the dreaded left my wallet at the crime scene.
I left my wallet there. I still think my favorite is when they try to, ask a girl out on a date, give her the phone number, and then rob.
And then rob the bank or something.
And then rob. Yeah. That sounds like it.
Hey, thanks a bunch for being here. You want to stick around so we can go over things to do this weekend in town?
Sure.
All right, We'll be right back after this time out on WOCA, The Source.
From the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
A tornado watch has been issued for parts of Washington, D.C., Maryland, North Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia until 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. A tornado watch means ingredients are in place for the possible development of tornadoes. Russian forces are making incremental progress in Ukraine's eastern Donbass region this week. The United States may send long-range rocket systems to Ukraine. The Biden administration is considering sending these systems as part of a larger military package and security assistance to Ukraine, which could be announced as soon as next week. An unidentified schoolmate of the Uvalde school shooting terrorist describes the kid he knew to ABC 8 in Dallas, Texas.
Salvador Ramos was a boy who was not bullied. He would try to pick on people but fail, and it would aggravate him. I would like to get that out of the way. He was not bullied.
USA Radio News.
First, we decide where we want to go. Then we need to know the best way to get there. Hi, my name's Adam Barata. I'm the owner of Advantage Gold. We're the highest-rated precious metals firm in the country. We teach people how to own physical gold and silver. Now, we've won the Best of TrustLink Award 4 years in a row because we educate our clients on how to buy gold and silver the right way. We don't pay celebrity spokespeople millions of dollars. We'd rather pass that value on to you. Call 800-900-8000 and speak with one of our experts. We'll send you a free gold kit along with my latest #1 national best-selling book, The Great Devaluation. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Get the best information, the best process, the best service, the best value. Call Advantage Gold at 800-900-8000. Call 800-900-8000.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late.